The event that made humanity the most feared and respected species in the galaxy. Before the Virelin incident, humanity was a curiosity to the galaxy, tolerated, underestimated, and often mocked. To the Concord races, Earth was a backwater world crawling with violent, short-lived creatures who laughed too loudly, built too fast, and broke too often. They were clever, yes, but reckless children playing with plasma torches. No one imagined the children would one day save the stars. 1. The station above a dying sun. The research station Virela 3 orbited a collapsing red giant. Dozens of species worked there on a singular project, capturing the power of a star and storing it as pure energy. It was supposed to usher in a new age. Humanity had sent only one representative, Dr. Mara Keene, systems engineer, plasma specialist, and a name no one had heard before. She was quiet, pale, with that unnerving human stare that made aliens fidget. "You've built your systems too rigidly," she warned. "You can't control a star. You have to work with its rhythm." Her alien counterparts laughed. "Typical human mysticism," they said. They turned science into poetry. 2. The collapse. The test began at dawn cycle. For a while, it worked. Then the readings spiked. The plasma field buckled. The reactor went critical. Virela 3 shuddered, alarms shrieking in every language. "Shut it down," roared Commander Vernath, the insectoid head of the project. "The field's collapsing," cried a technician. "We're losing containment." In less than 2 minutes, the entire system would detonate, a blast large enough to vaporize the station, the orbiting fleet, and half the system's colonies. Escape pods launched. Doors sealed. But one figure moved the other way. Mara Keene, the human. 3. Into the fire. She tore open a maintenance hatch and dove into the superheated shaft. Temperatures exceeded survivable limits within seconds. Her comms filled with screams. "Human. You can't reach the core. It's suicide." "Then I'd better hurry," she said. She crawled through steam and fire, cutting through bulkheads with her plasma torch. Her suit alarms screamed warnings: radiation, pressure, heart rate. In the control core, she rerouted conduits manually. The reactor's AI had locked out all systems. She overrode it using her neural link, typing code as metal melted around her. 3 minutes to detonation. Her heartbeat slowed. Her breathing steadied. Every sensor in her body read a biological impossibility: calm. 4. The moment. The galaxy would later play this clip in every academy for centuries. A single human voice, hoarse but steady. "Let's dance, you bastard." Then, the impossible. The reactor folded inward instead of exploding. The plasma stabilized. The star calmed. When rescue teams finally forced open the core doors, they found her lying beside the console, burned, unconscious, but alive. The Virelin system was saved. 5. The data leak. The official Concord report listed it as technical heroism. But someone leaked the raw telemetry data. Across the galaxy, scientists analyzed her neural and biochemical readings. Humans didn't panic under extreme threat, their bodies adapted. Her adrenaline had dropped when most species would spike. Cortisol levels plummeted. Brain activity synchronized between hemispheres. Her physiology had entered something new, a state of total focus, pure function. It wasn't bravery. It was evolution. "They're not courageous," muttered a Threxian biologist. "They're designed for catastrophe." 6. The Council's fear. The Concord Council summoned an emergency meeting. "Humans cannot be allowed to work unsupervised," declared the Arathi envoy. "No creature should remain lucid while melting alive, or rebuild a reactor mid-explosion," another added. "It's unnatural." But Vernath, who had commanded the station, spoke last. His mandibles clicked softly. I watched her walk into fire, he said. She didn't scream. She didn't hesitate. She simply decided to live. You admire this? Asked the Arathi. I fear it, said Vernath. And so should you. 7. The speech. When Mara recovered, she was called before the Concord Assembly. She walked in wrapped in bandages, her left arm replaced with a crude prosthetic. The speaker accused her of recklessness. Your actions risked billions, he said. You gambled with the laws of physics. We were all going to die anyway, she replied. I just gave us better odds. You don't understand restraint. Mara looked him in the eyes. You don't understand desperation. You've never had to survive a world that wants you dead every day. On Earth, survival isn't a gift. It's a habit. The room fell silent. You think we're dangerous because we adapt. You call it chaos. We call it life. When she left the chamber, the guards refused to meet her eyes. 8. The shift. In the years that followed, everything changed. Virela-type reactors powered half the Concord worlds. Every crisis team suddenly demanded a human specialist. A new field emerged, catastrophic systems management, pioneered almost entirely by humans. Because when everything went wrong, the galaxy had learned who would still be standing. 9. The legend grows. Stories spread like wildfire. A human pilot who landed a shuttle after losing both wings. A doctor who performed surgery during a hull breach. A miner who survived 6 days sealed in vacuum, rationing air from suit leaks. At first, the tales seemed exaggerated. Then the footage confirmed them all. Soon, even the species that feared humanity began to respect them not for their strength, but for their terrifying persistence. They do not dominate worlds, one scholar wrote. They outlast them. 10. The human protocol. When the Etherian rift opened decades later, threatening another system, a single automated file broadcast across the fleet. It was an old recording from Mara Keen's logs, preserved from Virela 3. If everything's falling apart, breathe. Look. Think. Don't wait for permission. Don't freeze. Chaos isn't death. It's an invitation. That short message became mandatory training material for every Concord rescue team. They called it the Human Protocol. It ended with 4 words burned into the memory of the galaxy. Failure is just feedback. 11. Legacy. Centuries later, Earth's children became the galaxy's crisis responders, engineers, and commanders. When planets burned, humans stayed behind. When stations fell silent, they volunteered first. When the stars themselves began to dim, it was humans who said, "We can fix that." And the galaxy let them, partly in gratitude, partly in fear. For everyone now understood, humans didn't conquer by power or numbers. They conquered by refusing to die. 12. The warning. On the star maps of the modern Concord, one note appears beside the Terran sector. Species 31H, Homo sapiens. Approach with respect. Every cadet learns the Virelan story in their first year. Every commander remembers the human who stepped into the heart of a dying sun and walked out alive. And when new recruits ask why the humans are treated with both reverence and dread, the veterans answer simply, because when the galaxy ends, they'll be the ones still building.